You know, what the men don't get about a woman's sexuality is how much we need that is romantic and sensual. So if you get into tantric rituals with your lady, you're going to address that aspect of her, and her libido, her physical pleasure is going to burst wide open, because feminine women actually are hooked up through sensuality, which means a softer kind of touch, like treating her vulva like a delicate flower at first, getting into the feeling wonderful, delicate touch thing that's not so violent, not so intense. Like save all that bang bang for a little later in the show. Let your bang bang be the dessert, and let her tantric heartfelt sensuality be the main show. And then everything's going to expand into this timeless place where it's no longer the point is whether or not I'm going to get off, or whether or not I'm hard, is whether I'm going to be sexual with her. It's so not about her, like that's cock-centered sex. So I want you to imagine a tantric ritual in which you just do 5 minutes of each little activity that I'm going to mention. Now 5 minutes is good, because you can even set an egg timer, because then if you know it's only 5 minutes, then you can surrender into the experience. And for men, they get scared, like how long can I do this thing that I'm not used to, you know? But you know, if you just start with 5 minutes of like passionate kissing, that's not going to be any penetration, and she knows and you know, you're just going to focus on kissing in a flow. You're going to get the breathing going to that flow, right? Ooh. Then the next thing is, you know, 5 minutes of dancing, dirty dancing together, like you're just feeling each other's energy dancing. Maybe start with that one. That's one I like to start with. 5 minutes of, listen to that motorcycle. See, you guys, your motorcycle thing, you want it to be fast, and you want it to be intense, and you want it to be over with. But the woman's like, if you don't slow it down for us, get into the mode of like, okay, here you go, 5 minutes of touching all over. How about massaging her? Just, she doesn't have to do anything. You're just massaging her front while she sits there maybe, and saying amazing things, affirmations to her at the same time about her spirit and how much you love her and admire her, and you know, are hot for her. Then let her do the same for you. You see, it's very sensual what I'm talking about. It's very emotional. It's bringing in spirit and passion that is feeling level. Then you can get into, okay, we're going to go, each person 5 minutes, go down on each other. See, if you add up all these 5 minutes, pretty soon you've got a 45-minute ritual, and it's very, very deeply fulfilling. It's not very long, actually. 45 minutes out of your life will feel like an eternity that expanded your lovemaking into a whole new place. And if she can just relax when you go down on her, that like she doesn't have to give. See, women are always giving, and they don't get to just receive and go into their self. Now, the thing about the 5-minute thing going down on her is, it probably, you can do that, but you could also do something with another 5 minutes just with your hands, massaging her vulva, and then another 5 minutes going down. Because the longer you spend without penetration, the more she'll long for you, and the more her whole body will actually, her vulva will engorge. Did you know women have as much erectile tissue as men? What? Yeah, they do. Innerly, outerly, everything changes. And so by actually understanding that you want to get her engorged, that means she's going to be much smaller when you enter her, because she's engorged, and she's going to feel you more, but mainly she's going to be hooked up to all of herself. And if you don't bother to put in the time emotionally, spiritually, with really good music, like play some amazing music for all of this, really great music, you know, then she'll put up with the bang bang, and it'll be okay. If she's lucky, it won't hurt. But after a while, she's just going to be bored. She's not even going to think about it as something she looks forward to. She'll dread it a little bit because she'll realize that there's not much in it for her. It's just about you. And anything we do, and this is a planet of exchange. I mean, look at it. The water's going up to the sky, to the clouds. Clouds coming back down as rain. The sun is, the plants and the sun are exchanging in the air, and us and our breath with the plants. Everything's an exchange. So to think that you can have these sexual experiences with women where it's just about you, it's not sustainable. So to have a sustainable love life means you got to find out from her what she likes and who she is. I mean, there's a lot of women now who are so masculine that they're like guys. They want it over quick. They, bang, bang, nothing emotional, no eye contact. So there's a lot of masculine women out there. But if you're with a feminine woman, she's going to want eye contact, and she's going to want spiritual exchange, which happens through eye contact and breathing together and hugging, and the things after you make love that are bonding, another 5 minutes of just holding. So take my advice and create a tantric ritual. You can add in kinky things. You can add in wrestle for 5 minutes. You can add in spankings with kitchen gadgets, feather dusters and feathering each other, and fingertip touch, and wow, like dirty dancing that is also doing each other. You can get it wilder and wilder, and then extend the 5 minutes to 10 minutes on each thing, so that the ritual gets longer and more passionate. All right, trust me on this. Light a candle, light some incense, get the music going, start with the dancing, use the timer, and make a list before you begin. And really, it's great if the woman does the creation of the ritual, because you want to have her put in everything that she's missing, everything that she usually doesn't get. Oh, I don't know what happened to my lighting here. Okay, much love.